Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Nowadays, both home and the church, in individual's house, home, or family, there used to be an issue in which meant to be solved sometime by the head of the church. How do we, as a church, as a Celestial Church of Christ, handle such premarital sex and all those issues, which is social issues in the church?
Social issues depends on the setup of the parish by the leaders, because one man's food is another man's poison. If I say in our parish you don't have sex before marriage, in other parish they don't care if you have sex before marriage or whatever. They don't even want to know. That will cause some chaos. So to the best of my knowledge, I don't think Celestia do against sex before marriage at all. To the best of my knowledge. It might be in place and I don't know, but to the best of my knowledge, I don't think Celestia have anything against sex before marriage. And if there is any social issue, we have parochial in place. In parochial committee, you have welfare officers. That should be their job, to look after people's affairs. So social aspect of life in Celestial Church of Christ is not, we don't focus so much on it. Apart from naming ceremony, after the service, people sit down and eat. Marriage ceremony, we go to the church, if it's not Celestial, with the member whose son or daughter is getting married. What else do we do? How do we socialize? Well, occasionally, or in some parishes, they have end of the year activities like social gathering and all that, you know. Well, this is life. All works and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Well, there is a social aspect in everybody's life, and we can't do away with that. The only where Celestial tends to do in social is don't drink alcoholic drink. Women don't sit together, but when it comes to social activity, we sit together. But when we are in Sultana, we can't sit together, we can't sit side by side. So really, there is nothing much about social life that I know in Celestial.
So that even related to the precept of being a Celestial. Yeah.
Well, we don't wear shoe when we wear Sultana. Everybody knows that. But in this country, and this is where we should be very careful. They reckon once you are a shepherd or you are a church worker, you can put on another dress apart from Sultana. This is where we have to look into all these issues. Now, Celestia is very big. Celestia is all over the world. So to me, I think every country where Celestia is must have their own constitution that will work exactly with that country. In Nigeria, you can walk barefooted for miles. You can go on Okada in your sutana. But in this country, you can't do that. Right? You walk barefooted, they will question you. You know we are breaking the law, but people don't know that. But I will let them know today. When you drive barefooted, you are breaking the law. Yeah. If a policeman stops you and see that you are not in shoe and you are driving,
you get penalized.
Yeah, you can be penalized. So this is part of the things Celestia have to look into. Right? I want to wear sutana from home. I don't want to get to church before I'll be changing to my sutana. And I can't put on my shoe. And I want to drive. How will that work? That means I have to dress up from home and go and change into sutana. Otherwise, there are provisions, socks like slippers. I don't see anything wrong in that. It is the condition. There was a story of late Baba Bada. I don't know if it's US or here, that he will walk barefooted, and they are saying, no, you can't do that. We can't let you go. You can't board our plane barefooted. And they have to sort it out. So these things has to be looked into. We can't use 1947 rules and regulation in 2020. There are things that has to be changed to accommodate the day-to-day life of Celestial Church members.